Hi everyone, welcome to another vlog. Today we'll be discussing on career growth. And with me here, I have a friend that will be discussing together on our career journey. Introduce yourself.
Hi everyone, my name is Messi Elani Hogsport and Ibanko.
So, okay, now we want to dive into the question. We want to know more about Messi and our career journey, and we can learn one or two things. So, if you tell us on your career journey so far.
So my career started like 2019, most notably after I finished my NYSB and started as a reconciliation analyst or specialist. And from there I moved to be an account executive from a radio station before I finally became the banker.
Okay. So the next question will be: at what point did you know that you had to move from a particular, like a particular career or a particular job to the next? Was it because of peer pressure? Was it because of salary? Was it because of the environment or what? At what point did you realize that you have to move from a particular job to the next? Like, what do you see? Because I know some people, they will tell you that once like 3 years, 4 years, 5 years in a particular job that they have to move. Why some people will say once they're in a particular job and they are not seeing any growth or they are not doing anything new, that they keep doing that particular task in that department, they realize that they want to move. So for you, what is that particular thing that just make you decide that no, it's high time I move to this things to move to another job?
Hmm. So there are different reasons. For me, the first job I had, um, I I didn't really see myself staying there for a very long period of time. Why? Because the job was a job of targets, most likely. I can't miss my targets, but that target was just unrealistic. Two was a bit toxic, so especially with my team lead and my main supervisor. So considering that I was going to be reporting to that person and it was quite toxic, I couldn't get to deal with that. So I moved from there to my second job. And so for my second job, if I was just a bit tired, I just felt like it was high time. I didn't feel fulfilled doing what I was doing. I was enjoying it there. I learned a lot. I learned a whole lot there, but I didn't really feel fulfilled there because that wasn't what I wanted to do. I was basically in the accounting line there, but I wanted to do that. I wanted to do pure finance, banking and finance. And it was just a case of me shooting my shots at different organizations, submitting CVs, applying and whatnot. I just felt like I'll be appointed and I was able to.
Okay, thank you for that. But I just want to chip in something. She said something that she, even if it was toxic, you said that you were not enjoying it. Not that you just have to resign. You were taking the next step. You were sending your CV. So for the fact you know that some people, some bosses can be overbearing, but see, to get job in this time and age takes the grace of God. But not just you just deciding and just say just wake up and say, I'm going to resign because this person is, see, hunger will kill you. There's hunger in the land. So you know what she just said now, that she knew that at the appointed time she's going to move, even when she was not really enjoying the job. She was still working there, doing her job diligently and seeking other opportunities. So don't just say you want to resign from your job and you don't have any alternative. So once you see that you're not comfortable and your mental health is being stressed or you're not enjoying, just take for another job and move, and everybody will be, and you'll be fine. So what are the key skills? What do you think people should do? Do you feel that you should just be diligent on your work and growth will come? Do you believe in growth, doing things, doing qualification and other things? What do you think?
Okay, so I forgot to say that another reason for leaving my first job was because I didn't see any room for growth there. So that's the very first job I got. So okay, so skills that I acquired. So my second job before I go into the bank, I remember one time we're doing something like that, and my boss used to tell me that Mason, do pay attention to detail. And I felt like I was doing my own now. Why do you always say I don't pay attention to details? And I had to go ask a friend who was already an accountant at that time that why is my boss always saying this? That is it because me, I'm not in the accounting line, da 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 da. And then she was like, no, basically paying attention to this is a skill that you basically learn, you acquire, you learn it. And so I had to start putting in effort, like paying more. So even if I was paying attention, now I had to put more attention and more effort in paying more attention to details, looking at the things that I should look at. So one key skill I learned was paying attention to details. Also, I also learned how to use some accounting software because that was what I was doing at that time. I couldn't do much per se in the banking line then, although I was already like working towards my professional exams in banking, but I just basically like focused on self-development, mostly on self-development, then a few qualifications. Really. I didn't do so much because, like I said, that wasn't what I wanted to do. I didn't want to do accounting, so I was already the line of banking in terms of professional examination, but I just felt like on the job, one major skill that I acquired was paying attention to details and then leadership. Yes.
No. So what I learned from what you just said right now is that so there is not all criticism. Like when they criticize your work, it's not coming from a heart of hatred. Like you learn from it, your boss, and that person will have taken it to be an offensive thing that how can he say, I don't do this, I don't pay attention to details. So you even had that initiative to say that let me even verify from other people. So when people tell you some negative things, just check and confirm. It might not even be that the person it can actually help you, and definitely even that attention to details will definitely help you even in your dream career, in your dream job. So that's good. I learned that's nice. So what are the motivation? What keep you even when you were seeing that you had not gotten to that your desired career path? When you were feeling that it was stagnant, that will I ever get to that place? Like what kept you motivated that no, I'll keep pushing. I will get that my dream job, because definitely I know that your dream job was always to be a banker, but it was not that you got it at once. So that process, like what kept you motivated that this thing I will get it. So like what made in the time of stagnancy, discouragement, what kept you moving and believing in yourself?
I think it was just the passion. As much as people who downplay passion, I think played a very major role in my own life. It was a thing of banking or no banking, or finance or no finance. So if I don't do this, like it just basically felt like my life depended on it. So I pushed no matter what. Also, there's this thing that time that we used to have, the bankers used to be rich. Well, but it's very funny, but just that one was just like at the beginning. But even regardless of that, it was just basically passion. My passion like really pushed me. And one thing we made is when I set my heart to do something, I go for it. No matter what happens, I'll go for it. So yeah, passion is.
So I want to ask a question. You might not get a definite answer, but should I go for passion or go for money? like when there is money. Because I've worked with someone that she went for her passion. She was not telling me that this passion no money. That see what passion has landed her into. That she's not able to do stuff like that. So what do you think? But do you think or I should go for the two? But can I have the two?
You can have the two. I mean, I'm not rich or wealthy, as case may be, but I have passion and I have my dream job. Not fully dream job yet, but I am in that space already. And I have money. The passion, the job I'm currently doing brings the money for me. It pays my bills. And I can't basically tell you to pick money over your passion. The honest truth is, money isn't everything. And I would say that my first job was for the money. It was for the money. I mean, I was just a fresh graduate. I just needed a job. Like, not as if I needed a job. Like, I just don't want to stay at home. But, I mean, I was collecting the money. I just basically needed the money. And I don't do well when I am not happy with what I'm doing. I may not be that productive with what I'm doing. Although my second job, I was very productive. I still loved what I was doing regardless. But I just still knew that this wasn't me, the accounting line. So I think at a point in time, your passion will lead to the money that you want. But everybody should not just always think of, I don't know if I put that right, but everybody should not always just think of it as money.
This question just popped up in my head. I noticed that there are some people, they don't still understand what they want to do. They just pick the job. Let me just start. So they are saying that at that time when they are there, they should search if they have the passion. Because honestly, some people will just enter a job and just realize this can even be off what they study and just realize I really like this banking. The person might have studied maybe mathematics or something. And what I'm just trying to say is that sometimes you don't need to wait and be guessing without doing anything and be saying you are looking for passion. You just need to do something to now find out that, do I like this thing? So I'm just trying to encourage somebody. Maybe you just finished school. You're not saying, what's my passion? You're not staying. You're not doing anything. You get? So people can use that one as an excuse that they say, I used to hear that they say, you need to follow your passion. Yes, you don't know what the passion is. At the same time, you need to make money. Do something. Do that job. Pick that skills. That place, you will know one or two things. You meeting people say, you know, this is it. You ask questions. Don't just stay idle and say, because you don't know your passion, you don't want to do anything. So that's nice. Thank you for that. So what will you advise somebody looking for advancement in their career?
Grow yourself. So you want to advance in career. You want to advance in life. The first thing is to grow. How do you grow? If you say, like I said, I want to be a banker. So, even before, was from secondary school, I knew I wanted to be a banker. Okay? So, mine was quite straightforward and a bit easy because I already studied banking and finance. I knew that I researched, okay, for you to be a professional banker, for you to be acknowledged as one, what do you need to do? What do you have to do? How did you become hot how do you become hot in the labor market when you're trying to advance, when you're trying to grow? And I was the name. I registered for my CIBN class as in Chartered Institute of Bankers of Nigeria. So it's basically about growing, learning new things. That's basically how you advance in your career, by growing and learning. So you don't stop learning. You don't stop learning. You have certifications that you can write, that you learn from. You also learn on the job. You learn from people. You can just, so for instance, if not even just banking now, for instance, if you are trying to look for something very, maybe a graphics designer, for instance, and you have to also, if you want to do, you have to take courses, other courses in online. There are so many of these, there are courses that you take online. It's not just the only thing you know how to do in graphics designing that you just focus on and say you want to do. So if you're trying to like pitch someone else and they ask you, do you know how to do this? You just look. Basically an accountant, and maybe the only accounting software you are conversant with is Sage or Pichu. I mean, there are a whole lot of other accounting softwares. So you can also familiarize yourself with that. And from that you can advance. People see you when you try to shoot your shot in labor market. People see you and they're like, oh, this guy knows how to do this, or this girl knows how to do this. And then you have an edge over those that do not have that. So I remember one time in my first place of work, we used to use Python for reconciliation. That was where I also learned how to use pivot tables. And I remember that when I was just an intern, my boss would just say, learn something, do something. And then he just told me to go and start learning how to use Excel. And then I went on YouTube, started learning, and then started giving me some little reconciliation to do. And that's how I began to like work on myself. So it's basically just learning. We have technology at our fingertips, and then we can use it to advantage. With that, you're good.
So it's anywhere you find yourself, any industry, you just have to do it. It's compulsory. It's not easy, but you just have to do it. You can't be stagnant. If you want a promotion, if you want them to promote you, you have to study the industry. You have to study the work environment. Maybe a banker or anything. What are they doing for me to be able to rise to a management level? So you have to do this courses. You must. But I know it's not easy, but God is up us. And there's a saying, they say bankers no get life. For people that don't understand that, bankers are always busy. They don't have relationship life. They don't have church life. Their life is just work. Is it true? How do you balance your work and your personal life, your activities? How do you balance it?
Sometimes it's not easy. That's the honest truth, because so you imagine having a routine where you just wake up in the morning and then you wake up, the mind is just on. You wake up, you pray. Maybe your prayer is not that serious, You just want to quickly have your bath, get ready for work, because you don't want to stuck in traffic. You have to get to work on time and all of this stuff. Your work, you don't even have. Sometimes I don't get to eat. Other times I eat. There are days like that where you're just super overwhelmed with work, and then you just get home and the next thing you want to do is just sleep. So imagine having that as a monotonous thing over and over and over again, week in, week out, and you just, even your weekends are now very precious to you, because even sometimes you go to work there on the weekend. So the little weekend you have is very precious to you. You just want to keep it to yourself. So sometimes it can be very challenging and difficult balancing work and your social life. When I mean social life, it comprises of everything outside work, relationship, partying, everything, church, everything. But what I've come to do or try to do is basic. For instance, my spiritual life. So there was a time, like, if I don't basically do my devotion in the morning, it's very hard to do that devotion in the night, because I'm really exhausted and I just want to go to bed. So I have learned how to make use of my transit time. So when I'm the boss, when I'm on my way to work, I can always read my Bible and do my devotion. Nothing stops me from praying inside the bus. Whoever is looking at me is your business. But basically, nothing stops me from praying in the bus from the time I leave, or even from the time you leave the house. So it is now something that, and it's something I've been doing for a long time now, and it has become part and parcel of me. So when you leave the house, even if you're not praying, you're just speaking in tongues. It's the bus stop. When you get to the bus, then you can now start reading your Bible. I also make use of audio Bible, you know. So because I might not really have that time to be able to do that in the office or when I get home. Now, for parties and, we try as much as possible to go to church. For parties, it's not very easy. Sometimes I'm just really exhausted. So anything that is going to take me out of my comfort zone, I really do not like it. For weddings, it's just a case of, yes, I know that I have to go. If it's very important, I might just go. Or we try. Some people are they are professionals in balancing that. It's not everybody. But you can just always try. You don't just have to. We can't just be too rigid, and it's not all of us that are too rigid. We can just be quite stressful, and work can just be very demanding, and you just need to rest your head. Remember, you need to also take care of yourself. So, yeah, so that we do have a social life. It might not just be 100%.
Isn't that in our financial journey? God should be involved.
Yes, God has to be involved.
Because all this thing without God is not easy. You can't do it on your own. So, lastly, do you feel that a career person should have a side hustle? Or can I make it without having a side hustle? Do you think I can grow to a level in my career that I can meet my basic needs and flex without having a side hustle? Because it's not common. I'm hearing it. We are having our own personal opinion. We're not saying it's the grand rules or that is the answer. But I just want to hear your own opinion. What do you think? Because it's making me look like you must have a side hustle. If you don't have a side hustle, you cannot make it. You this one, that one. Like, people that cannot do sales or cannot do other things. Like, what do you think? What's your own?
So my slogan is no pressure. I don't have a side hustle. The side hustle I would want to do, I can't do it with my banking.
Yes?
Now, I honestly feel like it's not everyone. It's not the same way. It's not everybody that will be business owners and entrepreneurs. It's not the same way everyone will be career people. Now, I can make money through what I get. Yeah, some people will say that the salary is not enough to sustain me. But when I receive my salary, what I do with it is what helps me. What do you do with your salary? How do you save? Do you invest?
Exactly.
What do you use
spoke to my mind. Exactly.
It could even be better than somebody that has a side hustle, and a person just uses a side hustle to just take care of basic needs, right? I know that, and trust me, like one thing I always say is, because everybody's doing it doesn't mean you should do it. I tell people, if God has not said go, don't go. If God has not said stop, don't stop. If He hasn't said continue, don't continue. So it's a case of God said, have I told God that, oh God, this is what I want to do, will it work? And God telling me no. And then I should do it. It will be a fatal failure. Or possibly, I could have success, but no good success. So, it's not everybody. I just basically feel like, in my own opinion, it's not everybody that will have a side hustle. It's not everybody. If you feel you can handle a side hustle with your 9 to 5, good for you. I can't handle it at this point. and I won't go for it. But if I see the one that I can handle and it's fine with me, it's fine with God, we're good to go. But also, you have to make use of the income you get. What are you using it for? There are different investments you can do. Maybe because I'm a finance person, I know how to use my finances well. I'm basically not using all my time to invest it. So you see that I could even be better than somebody that has a side hustle. So it's just basically you doing you with the help of God. I'm not following what everybody's doing.
Yes, that's true. Because it's now common that side hustle. Don't kill yourself. If you know you can't cope, but make sure you save your money or you invest your money will work for you. Don't use your 10 fingers, she said. So we've come to the end of today's vlog. Thank you, my dear friends, for coming to our YouTube channel. Guys, we'll still be seeing our faces more often. And I know what we want to, you'll come for us, right? So I know we've learned one or two things. And I just want us to continue to the conversation in the comment section. So let's talk and discuss about our career journey, challenges we face, the toxic environment, our bosses, how we overcame. So till we see you in our next vlog. Have a wonderful day.
Bye.
Bye.